I have built a randomizer with the names of 200 plus Pokemon characters up, and using this we're going to pluck 2 names out of there, and thus those characters will fight each other using their best possible teams. Welcome back to Pokemon Master Showdown, and last time was Milo versus Miriam in an interesting fight. Today though, we have another battle ahead, as the Blueberry Academy student Carmine, making a reappearance in the tournament and looking to avenge her previous loss to Aaron, takes on Chairman Rose of the Macro Cosmos. Carmine is a student at the Blueberry Academy, originally from the land of Kitakami, and was introduced in the Teal Mask DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, along with her brother Kieran. Originally hostile towards the player, a friendship emerges as time passes and the 3 of them form the Mask Retrieval Squad. She reappears in the Indigo Disc, where she accompanies the party into the Great Crater and assists in the battle versus Terrapagos and the Mochi Madness episode of the DLC 2, where she is one of the victims of Pecharuns. She has appeared in Pokemon Master Showdown before, but here she utilises a team of Mightyena, Toucannon, Morpeko, Ninetales, Scrafty and her race, Sinistcha. Rose is the president of the Macro Cosmos conglomerate and chairman of the Galar Pokemon League and a Steel-type specialist. He was the first person to endorse Leon as a champion and also the sponsor of Bede. He's the brother of Peony and the uncle of Peonia and Penny. However, he ended up turning himself over to the authorities at the end of Sword and Shield after his part in the Darkest Day, releasing Eternatus to try and power Galar with a near infinite supply of energy, only for it to go badly wrong. He's been shown to use Escavalier, Ferrothorn, Berserker, Klinklang and Copperager in the one battle he is faced in, meaning that a 6th Pokemon has to be acquired from somewhere. In this instance, it's the Lord of the Galarian Skies in Corviknight. It's time to make our way to the Central Plaza battlefield, and it's Kieran's sister versus Penny's uncle. It's Blueberry Academy versus Macro Cosmo. It's Carmine versus Chairman Rose today on Pokemon Master Showdown. We are ready to get this started. We are waiting for the first Pokemon. Mightyena for Carmine, Ferrothorn for Rose. That's an Intimidate from Mightyena. And so, the Mightyena goes for Taunt, and that will stop the Ferrothorn from using the Stealth Rocks. So, opening start, Mightyena probably going to outspeed. I think we've seen that already. We're waiting for the move. Is the Dark Doggo going to pounce? We are waiting. So, whatever it does, can Ferrothorn weather it? And there goes the Fire Fang. Super effective. Hurts Mightyena back though. And that's a Gyro Ball that smacks into Mightyena. Both Pokemon get some health back from the leftovers. So, good opening exchange. The 2 Pokemon are feeling each other out. Mightyena hit Ferrothorn with a quad effective hit, but it did shrug it off. That Ferrothorn has a lot of defence going for it, it would appear. And if Mightyena does try that attack again, it is going to hurt. In comes Corviknight, and the pressure is pushing down on Mightyena. It hits another Fire Fang for a quarter. The attack causes some backlash on Mightyena. So, what are we going to see? We are waiting for the move. Mightyena goes for a taunt, and that's a body press from Corviknight. First blood goes to Chairman Rose. The Corviknight brings down the Mightyena, and what is Carmine going to do to try and turn this back around? In comes Morpeko. The mouse versus the bird. This does not end well usually. Morpeko goes for Thunder Wave. That is paralysed, but it does hit a U-turn, and that does well over half on Morpeko. Corviknight is going to retreat for the moment. A solid strategy perhaps. It will get rid of the effects of that taunt, but that paralysis is not going anywhere. In comes Berserker. Morpeko eats the leftovers. It is changed its form. Berserker goes for Fake Out and hits it hard. Morpeko flinches, still eating the leftovers. It switches back with its hunger. It goes for another Thunder Wave. Berserker is paralysed now. Berserker hits U-turn. Morpeko crashes down. Well, Rose has gone 2 up. Carmine has lost 2. Rose has a full team of 6. Escavalier has come out, and I wonder what's on Carmine's mind. What can she do? Rose appears to already have an early advantage. The Ninetales is here, and this has a massive advantage versus Rose's team. There's the Flamethrower, never in doubt. Escavalier, down for the count. Sunback Flamethrower rids the Bug and Steel from the quad effective move. Carmine goes back into it with a sudden sweep. Now, That's given Rose food for thought. He'll want to try and get rid of this Ninetales as soon as possible because this is a deadly, deadly opponent. In comes Kling Klang. So, what's on Carmine's mind? That's the Volt Switch. Ninetales shrugs it off and the Kling Klang's going to retreat. In comes the Berserker, the paralysed Berserker. Flamethrower. Berserker down! All tied up here. 2-2. 2 losses for Carmine, 2 losses for Rose now. The Kling Klang is back in. So, again, what are we going to see? That's the Gear Grind. It's resisted. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Kling Klang, straight down. Flamethrower ends it just like that. That Gear Grind hit Ninetales hard, but it did not do a whole lot. Copperager is out now, and in comes the 2 cannon. Copperager, heavy slam, 2 cannon, never landed a blow. It is down, it is tied up again. 3 losses apiece. So, wow. Corviknight has been hurt. Ferrothorn has been hurt. Scrafty comes out to face the Copperager now. So, what has Rose got in his mind? The Ferrothorn is there. The Fire Punch from Scrafty takes out the Ferrothorn. So, the sunlight has gone. That was the last defiance of a blazing hot sun. Corviknight is in, the paralysed Corviknight. So, what can Scrafty do against this? Hits a Fire Punch. Corviknight does shrug it off. The Rocky Helmet hurts. Scrafty shrugs off the Body Press. So, this is not looking particularly good for Carmine. Scrafty is taking a bit of a beating. That's a Drain Punch, and it does hurt Corviknight somewhat to get some health back, but the Rocky Helmet hurts. Corviknight Roost gets its health back up somewhat full. That's another Drain Punch. Does just under a fifth to Corviknight. It has 2/3 of its health left just over. Corviknight's fully paralysed. Another Drain Punch takes it down to half. Scrafty heals, but the Rocky Helmet finally brings itself down. Yes, it punched itself out. Ninetales is back into the fray. Ninetales versus Corviknight. Quick draw contest. Ninetales wins. Corviknight down for the count. And we just have the Copperager left. Copperager versus Ninetales. Fox versus Elephant. Copperager survives and hits Heavy Slam. Ninetales survives the blow. Has well over a quarter of its health left. And I don't think Copperager takes this. Does not. Copperager goes down. Ninetales stands victorious. We never saw Carmine's 6 Pokemon, the Sinistcha. We didn't need to. It was a bit back and forth. Rose took an early lead. Carmine battled back. And the Steel-type specialist crumbled against the face of overwhelming firepower. Join us again next time for another exciting battle from Pokemon Master Showdown, folks. I've been your commentator, once and future gamer. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.